I'm Linda Umnali, Gashua Girls Academy, S5.
I'm Yvonne Musime. I'm Gashua Girls Academy at S5.
What can you say about disaster situation in Rwanda?
People are really affected in a way that many lose their lives, others lose their properties, many people are injured, and we know that each one of us could take part in controlling these disasters. And what I've learned through this process of the discussion here, I've learned that the percentage of women in the world is almost like 50% and above, and we know that we can also take part in controlling disasters in our country. So I've learned that women, their responsibilities in controlling the disasters is like giving out their ideas. They know that they have the potential and the ability in taking part in the disaster management. So giving out their good ideas will be considered as one of the measures that will be used in controlling the disasters. And the other thing is they should also participate in the hard work done by men. For example, during the umuganda, when they are making those terraces, so they should take part and they make it their responsibility because they know that it's for their own good. Women should participate in this, most especially because at first they were considered as useless people, but now since their empowerment has increased, they take part in different activities. They can also do this disaster management because as you know, in families you see a man can do all things, but a woman can do more than what the man can do. So in disaster management, a woman can do better than a man because they really know it's affecting their families which they love. So taking the time and taking part in this disaster management will be of great importance.
Okay, the world is celebrating the International Day for Disaster Reduction, and the thematic of the day is women and girls, the visible and the invisible force of resilience. What could you say about it?
When women are faced with disasters, they are the first people to stand up and get life back to normal, the life of their children and their entire families. So despite the adverse conditions those disasters leave them. So with empowerment of women, which might include education and actually letting them know about disasters, a lot can be a significant change will be seen after this, because people are not killed by disasters but are killed by the ignorance of disasters. So if they keep knowing about disasters and how to fight them even more, the speed with which they stand up after a disaster and then fight it in a way that they can after the empowerment they get will secure a safe world from all these disasters that you cannot avoid.
Okay, when I look at response after disaster, I tend to believe that the needs of women are not properly considered.
Well, though they stand up and fight for their families and try to keep things back to normal, they also have many challenges in doing this. So I'd say having more groups that stand up for women, more sensibilization for women would really help these women, because they, besides supporting their families, they maybe even had problems before they got this disaster. So having some people to stand up for these women would be of great help.
Streamlining gender in disaster management, what could be the contribution?
Okay, as they've said, after all these disasters, women are the ones who are mostly affected by this. So first of all, they should know the value of women in the society and also getting involved in the disaster management.
What message will you give to the world?
Experience is the best teacher. So maybe we should really have these groups of people and actually have people who have been in these conditions, in these who have been through these disasters, to stand and be the ones to represent these people, because they know what people go through and they know what ways or what needs are there to fight these disasters and their effects.
As the theme says that girls and women are invisible and visible forces of resilience, I can say that women taking part in the disaster management is a great achievement, and I can say that each one of us knows that the effects of disasters is very bad, and so each one of us would make it their own responsibility in controlling disasters.